Yo, what is up everyone? Phoenix here from Phoenix's World. Today's video is on 5 tricks you can learn on a tech deck before learning to ollie. So if you can't do one of these, then today's video is perfect for you because you don't need to be able to do it to do any of these tricks. All of these tricks look really good, they're pretty easy to learn, and they're perfect if you're a beginner tech decker. So, my first trick is going to be the shove it / pop shove it. Not super flashy, but it's easy to learn and there's heaps of different variations you can do of it that are all just as easy. So, here's what a regular shove it looks like. So with this trick, what you're going to be doing is just as you're rolling along, you're going to be kicking this back finger backwards like that to spin the board 180 degrees. Meanwhile, your front finger does literally nothing, but it's important that you keep it still and on top of the board to stop it from, flipping over, and it keeps it looking nice and smooth. So you can easily learn a bunch more tricks which are just variations of the same trick. You can do it forwards, pop shove it, backwards, as a fakey pop shove it. You do the same thing off the nose, it's a nollie shove it. You do a nollie shove it backwards, that's a switch pop shove it. Alright, the second trick I've got for you is definitely the next step up after learning this trick. And that's going to be 360 shove-its. 360 shove-its are pretty self-explanatory. Leading on from pop shove-its, you just spin it a bit harder, and it'll spin 360. The finger position for 360 pop shove-its is similar to the shove-it, but you want to have your back finger more on the corner of the tail, or in the pocket. And that's where it dips down just before the back 4 bolts. And that'll help you get an easier 360 spin, and this technique is also a good progression to help you learn 360 kickflips later on. The only real difference here is I find that unlike a shove-it, you don't want to keep your finger on the board. I actually like to lift my back finger up and then catch it with both. Alright, I'm sure you've heard the word shove it enough times in this video, so let's get on to the real interesting stuff. This one you probably haven't heard before, and if you have, then you're probably already a skateboarder. This trick is actually a good trick to learn before ollies, and it can help you do the tricks that you're missing out on when you haven't learned ollies yet. And that trick is going to be the Wallie. Wallie. A wall ollie. You know why? Because it involves a wall. This is what a Wallie looks like. So to do a Wallie, you're going to want to use a ledge or just like a corner of some kind. Right up to the corner of a ledge or a wall, and just push up. Put all your weight on your back finger of your hand and scrape the nose up the side of something, essentially like using the edge of something as a really rubbish ramp. So, oh no. This trick will give you the same height and momentum as an ollie, but without having to learn the whole pop and scoop. Once you get this trick smooth, it looks really cool and it can lead you on to these next tricks. Now, like the shove it leads us into the 360 shove it, the Wallie leads us into the wall ride. The wall ride is probably one of the easiest and most self-explanatory tricks, but I'm going to go over it anyway just because it's great if you're a beginner. Same as a Wallie, you ride up on an angle, lift up the tail, shove it into the wall, and boom, you're on it. Turn around and use the same technique to just scrape down. Now put all that together fast and you've got the wall ride. And just like how you can use the Wallie to do other tricks like Wallies into grinds and such, the wall ride can be used in other tricks such as just using a wall as a ramp and doing airs. And it can also be used for other grinds and stalls, and it's just simple stuff like that that you can make use of other tricks and have more fun with your tech deck without learning ollies. Alright, finally, trick number 5 is just going to be the easiest grinds and slides you can do without having to ollie into them. So if you want to practice your grinds and slides trick before ollies, I'd say the easiest ones you can get into are board slide. You can board slide just like that without having to ollie it at all. Similarly, you can do nose slides and also nose manuals without having to lift the board off the ground. Right, I hope you enjoyed this really quick tip video. If you do want to learn how to ollie on your tech deck, I'll add a card up on the top of the screen, and it'll also be in the end card. But in the meantime, practice these tricks, and you'll be having fun on your tech deck even before you've learned ollies.
My name is Rainbow, and subscribe to my brother's work, because see you in in the next video or something.
Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.